Oh, and so I've had a question. Somebody asked me, or said to me, they'd love to build a van, but they just don't have the tools to do it. And I said to them, well, you don't really need specialist tools. You just need basic household or woodworking tools, hobby tools even. And they're like, oh, what do I need, you know? And I'll tell you what, I'll do you a video. I'll show you what you need to build a van like I do. I'll give you a quick look at the van, and then I'll show you the tools that I used to build it. So here's a little look at what I create. Let me draw, you know, that's under the sink. Don't ask me why I started there. There you go. Slide out fridge, a little drawer, and trust me, this is heavy duty. Some of them tools are going to find their way in there. That's why it's heavy duty. So that's my kitchen area. Cooker's under there. And my little cupboards. Little cubby hole here. Can't open it because I haven't put the knobs on yet. See, that's such a good fit. Can't open the door. There we go. Underneath there. That's my gas bottle. I should have hoovered that out. Water bottles, containers underneath. That's basically the layout of my van. All my electrics goes up there, nice and accessible. So that's it. My tools are on the bed. There you go. That's all I used. That is it. That's the entire collection of tools used to build this interior of this van. I don't know why that's there. And glue. There you go. That's lasted well, that is. Anyway. So I'll start with the power tools first. What power tools do you need to build a van? Quite simple. A jigsaw. And that is one purpose, that jigsaw. That only got used twice. And that's to cut literally 2 holes in the roof for me fans. 2 of those, one at the front, one at the back. One jigsaw, one blade, cut 2 holes. That was it. The only other power tool I use is my impact wrench, and that is actually an impact wrench. It's meant for garages, basically mechanics use it on cars. But with this special adapter, I use it as a power screwdriver, a drill, and also for my hole saws. And I use the hole saws with this adapter, just reducer with a socket on it. They fit straight in there like that, and that all fits on the end of that one drill. Well, impact wrench. And that wasn't expensive. I got that out of B&Q. Yeah, it was like 100 quid. That was about 6 years ago, so it's lasted well. And you get 2 batteries with that as well. You must have 2 batteries, so you've got one on charge and one you're using. That is all the power tools I use. Impact wrench. There you go. And I think you can get these cordless as well now, but I've had that years as well. Drills. Like I say, hole saws. You need these just for cutting holes in the floor for the gas pipe, the gas dropout, water pipes, stuff like that. Now when you're drilling a hole in the floor of your van, these do get destroyed. Teeth just get thrown out of them. Look at that, that was brand new. I've only used that twice. 2 holes that's made and it's knackered. The only drills I use is a 2mm drill, it's a pilot hole, just for drilling pilot holes when you want that hole to be in a specific space. 3mm drill for when you're doing your cladding, because if you don't pre-drill your cladding before you put your screws in, it can split. And a 3.5 drill as a clearance hole. And of course my big beastie 10mm, and that 10mm drill, all that does is I use it as a countersink. Literally I drill down to the tip there and that causes a countersink for the heads to fit in the wood. So they make them fit nice and flush. See if I can find one for you so you can see. There you go, this one's a bit deep, so you can see all I've done is use the head of this drill to countersink, and that's it. 4 drills, 4 drill bits out of that whole packet. So that's power tools. Now the basic woodworking tools. Set square is an absolute must. Nice sharp knife for opening all them boxes. Set of blades. You actually need these for cutting the insulation. The polystyrene foam blunts these like you wouldn't believe, and once you try and cut polystyrene with a blunt one of these, once that blade goes blunt, you know it, because you start making a mess. So you need a nice fresh blade every couple of feet. File, woodworking file. This is for getting those edges nice and rounded, like extremely round, like this. This is a bit extreme, I can show you there. And that's what that's for. And of course you need a selection of marker pens. Marker pen, the only time I use that is for on metal work, like on the roof or on this worktop, because the pencil won't mark it. Pencil for woodwork, and for really accurate stuff I use a pen because it gives you a nice thin line. Cut screwdrivers for when the powered one just won't do. These are the spanners I use, literally 10mm, 13mm, and that's mainly for the battery. So this is electrical stuff. Crimping tool for when you're doing the electrics. When you buy one of these, make sure you get one with a safety catch, because once that starts to close you can't open it unless you've got one of these, and you need that safety catch, trust me, because when you pinch your skin like I did right there, you're pretty pleased you got one. And it was this bad boy that done the damage to my hand. But yeah, it's got a safety catch on it. I think I'd know better because I've had this since I was about 16. Yeah, I bought that when I first left school because I was a technician in a previous life. Yeah, the safety catch in this is rubbish, you can't get to it. Yeah, you won't do it too often, trust me. Anyway, side cutters for cutting the wires. Nice sharp pair of scissors, again for cutting your insulation. And all important, tape measure, got to have one of those. Well, back to the electrics, voltmeter, and the only reason I use this is for checking polarity, make sure I've got my wires around the right way. Don't want to get your wires crossed. Good old saw. It's just a cheap one from B&Q. Well, I've got this in my hand, I'll show you something. Not a lot of people know this, but you see the shape of that saw there. There's a reason for that. If you want a straight edge, like a right angle, a 90-degree angle, put your saw against there, and there you go. You've now got a 90-degree angle. 45-degree angle, no problem. Just put it like that. That's an inside 45-degree angle. Put it like that. Yeah, that's another inside 40. Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, actually, I think it even has it on there. You can just about see that. There you go, 90 and 45 degree. That's why a saw handle is shaped that way. Some people don't know that, so I thought I'd add that in. Scissors, covered that, that's for the insulation. And there you go, my trusty saw there, mitre saw. You don't need one of them ones that make all that noise and all that mess. This does it just as good and makes half the mess, half the noise. That thing will cut through anything like butter. Well, it used to when it was new, but it's a few years old now. The pucker for cutting right angles and 45-degree angles, you can see the blade moves. The only trouble is when they get worn, the blade does tend to drift, like from side to side a little bit. So if you want to do intricate work, you really need a new one. Once they get old, they do get a bit knackered. But I've had that years, as you can see, the blade's absolutely shagged now. It's like gone rusty and horrible. So yeah, I might treat myself to a new one. The other thing is a good old faithful broom for sweeping stuff up. That had a metal handle and it was hollow, and I trod on it and broke it in half. So I put a bung on the end, but now it's absolutely perfect for using in a camper van. So that was a lucky accident. Another one, and my trusty Black & Decker workmate. Look how old that is, and it is falling apart. Literally falling apart. So maybe I do need to buy some new equipment. But anyway, there you go. If you want to build a camper van and you haven't got many tools, don't worry, because this is all you need. That is literally it. They're the basic tools you need to create something like this. Don't be afraid, because that lot don't cost a lot of money. I think the dearest thing there was probably my impact wrench. But like I say, I've had that probably 6, maybe even 10 years. When I used to build kit cars, and I used that to build, I don't know how many kit cars I've built with that thing. Yeah, 2 batteries as well. Must get one with 2 batteries in it. One battery on charge, one you're using. It's a pain in the arse when your battery goes flat and you haven't got one charged up ready. And trust me, they always go flat at the right opportune moment. So, anyway, I'm going off piste now. Again. So there you go. If you want to build a camper van like this, you don't need a lot of tools at all. That's all you need. You can fit all that like in the boot of a car quite easily, and have room for more. Hope that helps someone. Oh yeah, my bed. While I'm looking at my bed, it's not finished yet. There will be slats put on top of there, and it will be extendable. I'm going to have it so that it extends out. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a whole video about how I build the bed, because somebody asked me again to do that, to explain how that worked, because they were quite impressed, they said. Their words, not mine. So I will be doing a video on how the bed works now it's built. It's my design. I haven't seen anyone else do it, so hopefully it helps somebody else. You know, that's what it's all about. This online community is helping everyone, hopefully inspiring people. Can't see it myself, but there you go. Right, hope that does help and put some clarity on what you need and what you use. So there you go. Ta-ta for now.